Hey, Bo. Made improvement every year, sophomore year up to junior year, cut down on the interceptions, improved on the touchdowns. What did you do in the offseason to keep that moving forward?
Well, I went out to see Tom House in L.A. He's a mechanics guru that's worked with a lot of guys, a lot of guys after they have shoulder injuries. So I went out there just to get, a little velocity back and things like that. So I feel like it's one of the best decisions I've made, and it's definitely, helped me out.
So you're a dark horse here too. This team, this Ole Miss team, a lot of folks have them as a legitimate chance to win the SEC West. They need some things to go their way, stay healthy, and beat Alabama when Alabama travels. Can you tell us a little bit about that pressure? Do you guys feel any pressure to actually win the SEC West this year?
Well, no, we don't feel pressure at all. We're confident that, we can get into late games with those teams. And, that's our big goal, is to get in late in the fourth quarter, and let's see what happens. Like you said, we're a dark horse, and we know that. And, we're working every day like we want to win an SEC championship.
There's a lot of different storied schools throughout the conference. Is there any particular one that you're most excited to getting back on their field this season for maybe one last time?
Yeah, no doubt LSU. I think, my sophomore year, it was, we got beat, late in the game, but it was one of the most fun times I've had playing football. And, it's a fun atmosphere to play in, especially being a rivalry game. So, yeah, I'm really excited to get to LSU.
Can you talk about, you're probably the veteran quarterback of the league this year. Last year was a quarterback strong league, but how does it feel to be the veteran leader of the quarterbacks this year?
Well, it's a little weird. I can remember being a sophomore, fighting for the job, and, now to my senior year being, the most experienced one. I'm blessed to being able to play, 26 games or whatever it is, being able to start. So, I feel like there's not a lot of things that can be thrown at me that I haven't seen over the past 2 years, so I think that definitely gives me an advantage.
Bo, going to work with Tom House, guy that's mostly known for working with pitchers in baseball. What set that up? And, you talked about exactly why, but who or what set that up?
Well, my offensive coordinator saw on Real Sports it was a piece on Tom House. Well, it was actually a piece on a minor league baseball player who had an arm injury, who, was never going to play again, and he started working with House, and House got his arm strength up. He was throwing 10 miles an hour, more than when he, after he got hurt. So we called him and was kind of, intrigued by it. So we decided that would probably be the best route to go, with me for my rehab and things like that. And went out there and had a great time, and definitely had some great results.
Being one of the leaders in the SEC, can you talk about how hard it is to play in this league? You've got to have your A game every week. You can't have an off week, but how hard it is just to get up and have to play every week at your best.
Yeah, no doubt. It's, week in and week out, you have to play, the same way you played the week before. And the tough thing is playing on the road, just in these atmospheres, these environments that you're going to have to play in. You have to be ready, and as the older guy, you have to make sure those young guys who have never experienced that, you have to make sure that they're ready to go also.
Hey, Bo. Talk about how your offense has progressed this offseason. You guys lost Moncrief and kind of some guys that are going to step up and play that role for you guys.
Right, like you said, we losing Dante hurt. A little bit, but the great thing is we could just move Treble, outside to where he can, have one-on-one matchups with smaller corners and things like that. And then, to have Vince Sanders back and Collins Morris step up this year, and Cody Core, and then a big guy that, we're going to depend on a lot, it's Quincy Adebojo. He's going to be a true sophomore, and we feel like he's going to do a lot of great things for us this year. He's probably the best route runner on our team, probably the fastest kid on our team. So, we expect him to catch a lot of balls. And he's one of those kids that after he catches it, he can, do something with it. At any time, he can take it 70 yards, to the house. So we expect a lot of good things out of him.